Hi, Leo. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your February 2025 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic Growth spread as always, and I also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom oracle card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off how we're on those astrology eyes in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, well, we have the North Node. And the North Node is actually in Pisces. It was in Aries for around the past year and a half and recently moved into Pisces. And for you guys, Pisces is your 8th house of death, rebirth, intimacy, and investments. So might be some opportunities there this month. All right, we have 5. 5th house energy for you guys is Sagittarius. Astrologically speaking, that area of the zodiac's a little quiet right now, but in general, 5th house points to romance, creativity, children, and that's actually the house that you guys are the natural ruler of. And we have Aquarius, so it definitely makes sense to see Aquarius come up because, of course, we'll be in Aquarius season until around the 4th week, I should say, of February. And currently we have Pluto in Aquarius. It's going to be there for over a decade. And of course, we're going to have the new moon in Aquarius before we're physically in February. Right at the end of January, we'll have that new moon. And let's see what else. Mercury is still in Aquarius. It'll be there until around the middle of February. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, so Aquarius for you guys is your 7th house of partnerships, contracts, relationships. So keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. All right. In the main situation position, we have the Page of Swords, and challenging that, we have the 7 of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. So we saw that come up in the dice, and now we see it here too. So, all right, I can see this playing out a couple different ways. I feel like this is saying that if you are coming forward to communicate something that even you're not sure of, I feel like this is saying you should hold back from doing so, right? So, all right, let me just give you a practical example of how it could play out, right? So let's say you're at a job interview and maybe you exaggerate your abilities a little bit, right? Because you really want to get the job. So maybe you overpromise stuff, right? And then they give you the job, and then because you can't do all those things, you might already early on just getting the job, right, be falling behind because you said, oh yeah, I could do X, Y, Z, when that wasn't the reality. So that could be one of those things that could come back to bite you, right? So that's just a generic example of how the energies could play out, where it's like, even though you might not deliberately try to deceive someone, you could even truly believe that you could do those things, right? From an optimistic standpoint, I feel like this is saying just be a little bit more realistic in that regard. And then I also feel like this is saying be mindful of anyone coming to you with offers this month because, they might be hiding a little bit something on their end as well. So yeah, there could definitely be these situations where it doesn't have to be blatantly, harmful, but something where people aren't necessarily being 100% forthright with their communication. All right, in the foundation position, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, so for me, this says that a lot of you might actually be a little bit well off in life, right? Maybe you have your finances all figured out. So for some of you, for example, let's say if this is someone that comes to you with an investment opportunity, right? And if it sounds too good to be true, I feel like this is saying that, yeah, I wouldn't take them at face value, right? You might want to dig a little deeper before you were to actually um, enter into any kind of partnerships and investments this month, but that's what I see with that. Right. In the past position, we have the 9 of Swords. So yeah, so this says that for some of you might have been experiencing some stress recently, right? Maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I do have to say one of the things that come to mind why that might have been the case is we still, actually at the time recording this, we still have Mars retrograde in Cancer, which is your 12th house, so that could really make you feel a little bit overwhelmed. Maybe even give you a bunch of ideas, but then not have the energy to actually act on those ideas. So it'd definitely be a bit of a frustrating transit, but maybe that was at play for some of you. And then we also had that full moon in Cancer recently as well. So a lot going on in your 12th house as far as that goes. All right. In the present position, we have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, so whether someone's giving you an offer or you're looking to extend an offer, I feel like this is saying it's not quite ready yet, right? We see how that pentacle is just out of their reach. So I feel like this is saying it might be close, but it just isn't quite right just yet. Right? And then your future position, we have the Empress. So yeah, so I feel like this is saying you're actually being called to try to stay in a little bit more of an open and receptive energy this month, right? Maybe not pursue things too vigorously. And again, like I said, if someone comes forward to you with something, use some discernment there, right? To make sure that they're not trying to get one over on you. But that's what I see with that. Right? In the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Three of Cups. So this is Cancer energy here. So yeah, this could just be saying that maybe you're being called to, again, like I said, maybe take a step away from any busy energy this month, right? Maybe try to just reconnect with friends, family members, whatever the case may be. And this could also just be saying that there might be reason to celebrate this month as well. So that's the positive there for sure. All right, in the environment position, we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, so there's definitely this energy beneath the surface that seems to be pointing to rushing, right? So like I said, be on the lookout for you may be offering something to someone when you're not fully sure that you could do so, right? Or be mindful of people coming forward to you with offers, right? Maybe there's a genuine enthusiasm behind those offers, but can they execute? All right. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Four of Pentacles. So for some of you, this might even be a fear, saying that maybe you fear that even if the right opportunity did fall in your lap, you might fear that you wouldn't be open to receive it, right? Again, because maybe, you've had some disappointments in the past, right? And that might replay in your mind, and you might really be hard on yourselves about that. So that could be what's at play for some of you there. But I don't, again, like I said, I feel like all you would really need to do is just be a little bit discerning. So I feel like there is the call to be open this month, but not just accept anything that falls in your lap. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Two of Swords. So yeah, this is Libra energy here. So to me, this says ultimately, it looks like as we leave the month, you will still trying to be making a decision around the situation. So again, like I said, for some of you, you might want to extend an offer to someone, but you might know deep down, like, okay, this might not be the right time to do it, right? Because maybe I can't come through with all I would offer at the time, or again, vice versa. If someone's offering you something, you might have to look at it and say, okay, is this realistic? Could I actually fulfill this offer, or whatever the case may be? So you'll just be saying that as we move through the month, you might still be trying to figure out what's right, what's not right. But that's what I see with that. All right, and bottom of the deck we have the Four of Cups. So yeah, so it definitely looks like, again, maybe there are some things that are coming your way that you're not necessarily too enthusiastic about. And again, like I said, I feel like this is saying that that's fine. Again, you're being called not to jump into anything that falls in your lap, and again, to remain open, right, until you do start to see opportunities that you would like. Okay, from the Four Agreements deck, we have Be Impeccable with Your Word, and it says Create a Beautiful Dream. Okay, it says your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. So yeah, just thinking about the impeccability of the word and everything to me makes me think of seeing what we have with the Page of Swords and with the Seven of Swords challenging that, right? So where I said, you might go into it with good intentions somewhat. Like I said, maybe you really would be optimistic and enthusiastic. Like, yeah, I could totally deliver on what they're asking me to do. But again, I feel like there's a need to be a little bit realistic around it too, right? So that's what I see with that. All right, and then from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Serendipity. There's the artwork, and the number is 18. So we'll see what this has to say. To me, this if anything, makes me think that, again, like I said, by staying open, eventually the right opportunity can come your way, but just don't assume that the first thing that does come your way is automatically going to be the best thing, and you should just quickly accept it without thinking it over. All right, essential meanings says opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. The Oracle's message: you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now's the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected, and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, for sure. And for the relationship message, it says, Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met, or are about to meet, someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. So yeah, that's an interesting message there, because maybe for some of you this Knight of Wands energy can represent someone new coming into the picture, right? And then we see that they are going right toward the Empress, which again would be that open and receptive energy. And again, like I said, I feel like if that happens, we're not saying that everyone this month is going to try to deceive you, but just more to use some discernment with anything that comes your way. All right, and the prosperity message says you are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor, and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. So definitely a positive message there, and does make me think of what we were saying as far as that Three of Cups energy in your position could represent some kind of celebrations this month. So hoping that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.